Hey guys, it's Haley. Welcome back to the Horse Crazy channel. Yes, I am back in my garage to tell you a little bit more about the English saddle. And, well, to show you a little bit what a Western bridle would look like, I'd say. Just because there's two different types of saddles. Well, technically there's three, but there's Western saddle, English saddle, there's a dressage saddle, which is still English, but I don't know, some people call it different things. And, well, let's just say I call them the same thing. But if you're wondering how light an English saddle actually is, an English saddle is really easy that I almost throw it over the back of my horse and off the other side. Where a Western saddle, I can barely get it on my horse. So, in this video, I'm going to show you, well, not really anything because I don't have a horse here. Because I'm at my house and I board him somewhere else. So, I'm going to move the saddle stand into this position, like right here, or maybe back further. I don't know. But I will show you a demonstration of how to put these things on. Okay? Let's get started. Okay, not going to push it. Pull it is a better option. Okay, so I have my girth. I have my breastplate or breast collar. My boot bags don't need to be on here, so I'm going to put them over my mom's bike. So, here, let me just move that stick out of your way, and then you can see. So, hold on. I've got to get something else under my saddle. So, my saddle, the half pad's already connected to it. So, yes, sorry, my stirrup was down. Hold on. So, and yes, these stirrups can come off. So, just give just a second. So, these are English stirrups. And now, if you don't know what English stirrups are made for, you see these? They're different. They're on one piece of leather strap, and these are called irons, as you probably know. And Western stirrups, I don't know what they're called. They're just called stirrups. But yeah, there's all these different holes in this little leather piece so that you can adjust the stirrups to what you feel comfortable in and not just what you ride in, I guess. But I will show you how to saddle up your horse when we get up to the ranch tonight, because I have riding lessons. So let's just keep this video going. So I'm going to put this stirrup over here on this side of my saddle stand. And this thing is a saddle stand. As you probably hear in the name, it is to put your saddle on so your saddle doesn't get all bent out of shape. And hold on, let me just take this stirrup off as well, so that I can actually show you what the saddle looks like just in general. So here's my other stirrup going on this side of my saddle, so I remember what side they go on. And if I remember this correctly, my saddle actually, so this little piece, here, I'll show you when I get it over to the camera. So, my saddle is disconnected from the half pad now, and this is what it looks like. Now, here, let me put it on here, and then show you with the camera. So, this is what my saddle looks like, and these little things can actually flip up, and that's where the girth goes. Right. Hold on. Let me show you. So, hold on. I have terrible lighting over here, so. Light! So, here's my saddle in better lighting. Let me show it to you again. So, here's my saddle. This is what it looks like. And this little flap right here, you can actually pull it up, and those 3 leather straps are where the girth goes. And I'll show you in a minute how to cinch up your girth, or as I just said, cinch, which that's practically Western terminology, so I'll get into that a little bit later tonight. But this is your half pad. And the reason they call it a half pad is because it's half the size of your saddle. Like, you know those full-length English pads if you're an English person or a jumper? You don't really understand it fully. Well, with a half pad, it's not supposed to go the full length of your saddle. It is supposed to go the full length this way, but not full length this way. Hold on. You see how long the saddle is? And then when I put it on here, you see how long the half pad is. It only goes a little bit ways down these little flaps. And now I call them flaps because I actually don't know what they're called. But if you watch this video all the way through, I will do some research and see what they are. So another way to actually hook up the half pad to the saddle is there are these little things. They're Velcro. So if you undo it, those 3 little leather straps that I showed you a couple minutes ago when I was going over what's on my saddle, these leather straps down here. This unvelcros and actually, hold on. Let me put you in a better spot so you can see. So these leather straps, actually this Velcro piece goes behind it and then can go like that with cinching up girth. I'll do that in a little bit. But that is now attached to my saddle, so this, my saddle won't slide out, or the pad won't slide out from under my saddle. Now, if you have this pad just on a horse, this part of your saddle, right here, this under part, is going to rub on them. And you don't want that, so that's why you put another pad under this half pad. So, and in just a minute, I'm going to show you how to, like, what a Western bridle looks like if you don't already know. And if you're a horse person, then this is just revealed. Now, my mom owned her first horse when she was 8, and his name was Dan. He was a 17-hand, 13-year-old Palomino gelding, and her second horse was I believe a blue roan or a bay. And I don't know how tall she was actually, and I don't know how old she was, but they called her, what did they call her? Oh, so she was actually a sorrel, so my mom called her the Copper Lady. And so, yeah. So let's get down to business with cinching my saddle up. As I showed you before, these little leather straps, that's where the girth goes. So let me grab the girth, and you see there's this end, and then there's this end. Well, this end has stretchy, so it goes on the other side. Where this end, hold on, this end only has 2. So it goes on this side of my saddle, facing the camera. And what you want to do when you're cinching up your saddle, hold on, it's kind of hard to do this. with one hand, because normally this is on the back of my horse and not in here. So I go up to hole 4 on this side, like that, and then you're going to do it on this one too, to hole 4 or to whatever hole you prefer. And then I'm going to go cinch it up on the other side, but before I do that, you know this little breastplate, breast color thing that I showed you? This? Well, this, okay, it has these little straps right here. Well, these hook onto these D-rings on my saddle, and I'll show you the D-rings in a little bit. But just a board. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do that and just kind of unhook it a little bit so I can get it onto here. And then I'm going to just put it in the hole and do that. Now this thing, it would go over their head before I do any of this. So pretend it's over the horse's head. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then so yeah. So this is over the horse's neck, right about their withers. This would be on their withers, the pad. And then it's time to cinch up the girth to the other side. But one thing that I didn't show you on my breastplate was this. This goes, like, when you're cinching up, hold on. When you're cinching up your horse, this is going to go on cinch, like that, because, well, you can't really see, but I will show you when I get all of it done. So how about that? Instead of trying to show you while I'm doing it, I'll show you after I'm done with it. Give me just a sec. I'll be right back on camera. So there's our girth. I can actually go up more on these. But this is where it normally sits, so this is where I'm going. And I'm just going to move this back a little ways so the girth sits straight. And voila, there you have it. And I'm going to show you what I did now, but I'm going to show you how to put the stirrups back on first. So it's like, here. No, can't zoom in video. Well, that sucks. But you see this little flap right here that's got the notch in it and got the hole under it? You're going to open that up. And there's these little metal things that keep the stirrups on. So you're just going to slide it onto there, pull it right back into place, and there's this metal thing that keeps the stirrups on. So I'm just going to flip that right back up, and then I'm going to put this little piece in right there, and then voila, my stirrup is on. So I'm going to do that to the other side, and then I'm going to show you how to get on. But you don't get on from the right side of your horse. I mean, you can, but it doesn't feel right. So I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute. So, pull it to the spot. Put it there. Put that up. Okay. My stirrups are on, and I'm going to show you what it looks like now. So, there's half pad and the saddle. Sorry, my garage is such a mess. And then we come around this way, and my stirrup is on. My girth is tightened and fastened. The breast collar is on. It goes all the way down there and attaches to the cinch right there. Sorry, you probably can't see it, but it attaches right here onto the cinch. And then these are the D-rings I was talking about. Right here. See how they're kind of D-shaped? That's why they call them D-rings. Or in this case, yeah, D-rings. But, and then the girth is fastened on this side as well. And we have the half pad fastened on there as well. And so, just because you get on from one side, now I'm going to spin this around so you can actually see. But this is now the left side of my saddle. And this is the way that I need to get on. Now, instead of putting my foot in the stirrup here, I'm going to kind of put my hands on my saddle like right here, but this way. And I'm just going to hop on like that. Now, necessarily, if you were doing this on a horse, you'd either use like, let's say, you'd use a mounting block or a step. Or someone would give you a leg up. Or in this case, me, I would kind of just try and hop on, because that's the way that I do it. Now I'm going to move my stirrups up one hole because my stirrups are kind of long. And now granted, you want your knees to be on these. They're called knee rolls. And it's got this block behind it to keep it out from the rest of the saddle. Now, my stirrup is now at a 10. I'm just going to hop on it and see how that feels. Now, granted, I have boots on when I'm doing this, so my feet are a little bit higher. But you don't want to sit all the way back and relax like you are in a Western saddle. You want to kind of sit up and have that room when you post to come back down and slide forward before you go up again. Now, when you post, it's just, you're going with, so say you're going clockwise on a rail, and you'd be going up with the left foot when it goes forward. So like, say this foot goes forward, you'd come down. The right foot went forward, so you'd come down, and then the left foot would go forward, so you'd go up. And as soon as the right foot went forward, you'd come down. And when the left foot went forward, you'd go up. But that is only at a trot. At a walk, you just sit there and mind your business. And when you pick up a lope, you don't want to bounce on their back. You want to try and plant or sit on your pockets so that you stay there, and when they pick up a lope, you can just sit. Now, I'm going to, yes, I'm getting off on the wrong side, but I'm going to adjust my stirrup so that I can show you what it looks like when you post. Now, granted, I'm not on a horse, so I don't have the beat, but I'm just going to try my best. So, you'd ask them to pick up a trot, which is 2 clocks, and then once this foot goes out, up, this foot goes out, down. Left foot goes out, up. Right foot goes out, down. Left, up, right, down. So, and then if it's the opposite way and you're going counterclockwise on the rail, you'd ask them to pick up a trot, 2 clocks. And then you go up on the right foot when it goes out, and you come down on the left foot when it goes out. So right foot goes out, up. Left foot goes out, down. Right foot, up, left, down. Right, up, left, down. So there's 2 different ways to do that. 2 different ways that I showed you. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell to get notifications on every video that I post. Thanks for your support, and see you in my next video. Bye!